Hello, everyone. I'm happy to have another young Indian with us, part of the Voice of the Young series. Right now, we have with us Komal Yadav. Let's listen to her. Over to you, Komal.
So, first of all, thank you so much for giving me this privilege, giving me this platform so that I can voice my story. So, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Komal Yadav from Ahmedabad, Gujarat, but currently I am pursuing my master's in genetics in Delhi University. So, let's just begin from the very beginning and we will know how I landed myself here in this field. So, first of all, I would like to talk about my school. The school that I come from has played a crucial role in shaping me as a person, and it has played a crucial role in giving me the personality that I have, shaping the personality that I have. So I have done my schooling from DAV International School, Ahmedabad, and the kind of environment the school that school had was they were very competitive in academics, but apart from academics, they paid a lot of attention to extracurricular activities also for all-round development. So there, I learned to paint. I learned musical instruments like keyboard. I was into sports as well. I have played state level football. I have played Kho for 3 years. I have learned basics of karate. So it was a place where uh, if a student is not doing well in studies, they have an equal opportunity to explore other areas as well of their interest. So that is where I think we all have hidden talents, but some of us just don't get the opportunity to explore them. So that place gave me that opportunity, and the extracurricular activity shaped a lot of my confidence. Uh, so that was about things that I did apart from academics. And in ninth, 10th, I was very studious. All the subjects were my favorite. So I took a lot of interest in social science. Mathematics was my favorite. So being a studious kid, you are expected to take science, of course. And even I was interested in science. So I in 11th till 10th I was very studious and I was a topper. And 11th I took science, biology as a major, PCB. But things took a turn, quite a turn in 11th after you take science. So the videos that I have seen on this channel were very inspiring and from very intellectual people who tell their stories like they were a topper in 10th and 12th and they got into the best college. But now that I've got this opportunity, I would like to talk about my failures as well. So, the family that I come from, my parents were born and brought up in a village. I was the first kid who got to study in an English medium school. So, when I took up science in 11th, the dynamics of the academics changed totally, and I had no guidance in the family. I felt like a failure. I was not able to cope up. I was not scoring well in physics and chemistry. Till 10th, I had such a high self-esteem, always at the top of the class, but in 11th, I was just not able to cope up. Biology I used to manage, but physics and chemistry had taken a dip. I used to struggle a lot. No matter how much I study, I used to score 3 or 5 marks out of 25. That was the situation. So no matter how much effort I put, I it just seemed like I'm not getting anywhere. So even in 12th, so again in 12th, my teachers were very supportive. 2 months before the boards, they gave me personal assistance and they taught me personally. Within the school only, they gave me a personal attention, like what I have to study, what I don't have to study, like what are the important topics. So that way, though I was struggling because of my teachers and because of their support, I scored 80% in my 12 CBSE board. So after that, at that point, I did not know of these prestigious universities like DU or BHU. I didn't have that much awareness. So I took, it was also COVID. When I passed 12th, it was 2020. Just after boards, it was lockdown. So I took admission in Gujarat University, which was nearby. So so I wanted to I had done a lot of extracurricular things in school. I want in uh, college also I wanted to try a lot of things and go out of my way to try and build my skills. But we were just stuck in lockdown and we were not getting any exposure. So after 3 semesters, finally we got into college. It was since from semester 4 we started offline college. So in college, apart from I had done BSc biotechnology, I had opted for BSc biotechnology. So apart from the academics, I tried to learn as many skills as possible. I never actually since school only I never wanted to limit myself till academics only. So there was this friend of mine who used to do graphic designing. So that interested me a lot, being a creative head. So from him, I started learning graphic designing and landed an internship in college itself. So from there on, I got into social media management, graphic designing, and thereafter, opportunity. I'm still in this biology field only. I did my BSc in biotechnology, and right now I'm pursuing my master's in genetics. But when people hear about me, they see that I'm doing something very different apart from my field, like social media management, content writing. At one point in college, I also had a YouTube channel called Komal's Cravings, where I used to go travel to different cities and explore the food scenario of that city. So that was quite, I enjoyed that. Yes, yes. Am I audible?
Yeah. What was the best food that you ate? I want to hear it. Which cities
Be-
did you enjoy? What did you enjoy? Let's hear it.
Best food was mostly I have traveled in Gujarat, and right now the food hub that we say Delhi is famous for its food. So I like Delhi food quite well, though I haven't created any videos because of that academic stuff. I just had to pause my channel. So Delhi food is very good, and people, North Indian people don't like much of Gujarati food. They say that it's all sweet, but because I am born and brought up in Gujarat, I like Gujarati food as well. So Gujarat and Delhi, the best
Uh,
kind of food
Did you go?
that
What
I have.
my Gujarati friends tell me that Surat is the best food. Do you agree?
Yes, yes, Surat has a whole different universe of food. Like the main course Gujarati food that is there, Surat has just a different version of the Gujarati food. Like if you have heard khaman,
Yeah,
usually khaman is like a solid,
yeah,
khaman dhokla. But
yeah,
in Surat, they have rasa wala khaman. They serve some kind of curry with khaman.
yeah,
So they have locho. They
yeah.
have aloo puri. Aloo puri, it will seem like aloo ki sabji and puri, but they make some different kind of chaat with aloo and that papdi, and it is some just a different kind of dish. So yeah, in Gujarat, people are really crazy about food. You meet any Gujarati, you will bond instantly over food. So that is this scenario.
Who paid for all this travel and all? Where did you get the
No,
money?
nobody paid. Actually, nobody paid for it. When I did not used to travel specifically for creating videos, but whenever I used to get the opportunity, like I have done various internships, whenever I used to get the opportunity to travel, I used to take the opportunity and create videos of that place. I have
Ah,
created videos in Ahmedabad, in Vadodara, and in some parts of UP also. I have created videos. So that was a fun journey of that. I Within a year or so I had 1200 subscribers or something.
yeah.
And
Okay.
right now, because masters is quite busy, that channel has just taken a pause, but I'm still active in the social media management domain. I manage people. So though I'm not able to put up with my own channel because I need to go outside and shoot, and it's not always possible to take time, but I'm doing this part time, or you can say on a freelance basis, social media management, where you must have seen that people are going crazy about personal branding. Even founders of big companies are looking for someone to help build their personal brand.
Yeah.
Like you must have heard about Nikhil Kamath. He has
Yes.
started his own podcast and stuff.
Yes.
So this domain is quite taking like this domain is really in demand. So Yeah.
Okay, good.
So yeah,
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead with your story.
yes. I was saying that only that along with college, I experimented in these domains, and me being I have a creative head. Anything that involves creativity, I am going to, just excel in that. Anything, even if it's painting, creative writing, or storytelling, or anything that involves creative thinking, I can just give my best to it, and it turns out well. So yeah, after graduation, since graduation, I have been active in the social media thing domain. And after graduation, again, because I had done my graduation from a local college, I did not go at that time to DU or BHU such colleges. So I had this ambition that I want to pursue my masters from an IIT, like from the top institute of the country. So for that reason, I took a drop, but things turned around and I could not make it to an IIT. But in turn, I got admission in Delhi University, the college which I was not able to get into for my graduation. So that is how life made a full circle. And now, after coming to Delhi, along with academics, I started looking what other opportunities there are in Delhi. I had a passion for teaching as well. Like since school, I liked teaching, like, explaining topics to my friends and classmates. And sometimes, because I was very studious, teachers also used to call me and ask me to explain this topic to the whole class. So I had that confidence. So when I came to Delhi, I started. It was just first semester, so I started taking up tuitions. So I realized that after masters, if I don't want to go for a PhD, I would be very happy to, just be able to teach kids. So yeah, that is that. So that was this was my journey till now, and I think I think I'm not able to recall what to say next.
Tell us about this. What are you studying now? This genetics. What is it? We are economists. We don't know. So tell us.
Yes. Genetics, mainly we study about genes and mutations and how those mutations cause diseases. And there's some interesting part to it as well. If you have heard of fruit flies, we take those flies and uh, we set up crosses. We make them mate, and we create generations of them, and we study because they are kind of model organism. What we study in Drosophila, in fruit fly, can be applied to humans as well. So that way, if we make some new discovery and if we are able to understand Drosophila well, so we can apply the same like concept to human biology as well, to cure human diseases.
Hmm.
So it is quite interesting that way. Uh, we are studying a bit about cancer biology and stuff. So yeah, it is quite
How about
interesting.
how about plant genetics? How about GMO? Do they talk about this, or this is somewhere else?
Genetically modified, we are this is just core genetics. uh, this is just genetics in general. There was one more course when I was taking admission, plant and molecular plant PMB department is there, plant and molecular biology. So there they study focused on plant, more focused on plant.
Hmm.
But we in general, we study these model organisms like Drosophila and bacteria and all of that stuff. We make cultures and we study, and we study the genetics of these organisms and try to apply it to humans, try to connect it with the human biology actually.
So where are the jobs in this?
The jobs, that is the tough part actually. The scenario right now in USA, it has a good job market, but the scenario right now in India is that people mostly go for PhD, and getting a job directly into industry is quite difficult. It is not that easy.
Okay.
So
So Okay. What do your parents think of you doing all these things which I don't understand? Probably they don't understand either. How do you explain all this to your parents? What do they think of you?
About the social media management and
No, no,
graphic design.
about this. No, no, no. This science.
Genetics, yeah. So genetics, they were. My father is in government service, so he was like, "You do your graduation and go for, prepare for government services and all." But at that, after graduation, I didn't have the clarity what I want to do next. So the next logical step to me seemed like I would go for MSc and then figure out for 2 years what I want to do, because our graduation 2 years was online only. We didn't get to think about it. We didn't get to experience the outside world that usually people get to experience in college and figure out their life and their career choices. So I was like, I would go for masters. And then, so coming to Delhi, the kind of environment here they have, the craze they have for sarkari naukri and stuff. And anyways, I was interested in social science till 10th, so I have started looking into that domain for preparing for government exams along with my degree. So
Okay.
let's see where I'll land myself up in 2 years.
By government, you mean UPSC?
UPSC, and right now I'm mainly targeting banking exams. And if I succeed in that later, obviously I would try at UPSC.
Okay. All right. Any words of advice you have for young people who might be any kind of young people, but in particular, coming from, so to speak, first generation families? Like, I mean, I'm calling you first generation, though probably, you're not really, because your father is literate and employed and so on.
Yes, yes,
But you are,
obviously.
in a way, in science and all this, studying
Yes,
English
yes.
medium first. So can you just give some advice to those people,
To people in 11th and 12th.
or even younger?
Even younger, so I would say just focus on your academics. Just give your best in your academics, and when you come to college, you'll get to just give your best in academics. Give your best in whatever you're studying right now. If you are studying science in 11th and 12th, give your best. The science kind of gets tough after 10th. The level rises pretty much, and sometimes when children right now. It is the era of edtech, like so many online batches, as students are studying from online classes, and they want to prepare for any exam, there's an online batch available and they can take guidance from there. But before 2020 there was not much online videos and guidance about if you want to prepare for NEET, if you want to prepare for JE. So we had to dwell upon our teachers, our if someone in family has done those things. So just to do your best in your academics, and it might feel like it's out of your hand, but it's not. It's really not. You are just stronger than you think. So just do your best in your academics, get into the best college that you can, uh, get into the best college that you can, and yeah, from there on, just whatever stage of life you are, just give your best. So you are so that you can so that you don't miss out on any opportunities further. So you don't have a regret that if I had worked hard in my 12th, I would have been in a good college, and I would have got better opportunities. So that's pretty much what I would like to advise.
All right. Okay. So you have covered quite a bit. You have had a very broad, you studied hard. It's obvious. Okay. But you
Yes, yes,
also did many other things in school. The school was very helpful. College also,
yes,
you pursued many other activities. You are still pursuing it now. So how do you
yes,
manage
yes.
your time?
So it's like first prioritize your academics. Sometimes this I also face this problem that I sometimes got so engrossed in other activities that I neglected my academics and I had to suffer later. So now I know that I need to first prioritize my academics because this is the primary thing that I'm doing, and then uh, time management is the key. Little by little, even if you are going to like if even if you're able to accomplish a little like 1 hour or 2 hour, uh, the thing is when you study daily from the very beginning of the semester, you don't find it difficult. And when you don't study from the very beginning, you have to cram up everything in one night, and it's just like, it gets very difficult then.
Hmm.
So time management from the very beginning of the semester, and then give 1 2 3 hours whatever time is available to you to your other interests, and I think you will be fine.
Okay. How do you find the life in Delhi? I mean, Ahmedabad's a big city, but Delhi is
Yeah.
different. So how do you find it?
Delhi, I think Delhi is, I had never expected a metro city to be this affordable. Delhi welcomes all the cultures from all the parts of India, and I haven't explored the city much because Masters is busy, but the kind of environment that I have seen in DU, the kind of diversity that DU offers. I was in a local college, I was in Gujarat University, where the public was mainly Gujarati people, mainly Gujarati community. But here the exposure is just on another level. People are coming from different fields, bringing in different experiences, and it's just a different kind of exposure in here DU itself. And Delhi is quite. I find it more affordable than other metro cities like Bombay or Bangalore.
Okay.
Uh, Metro is good. The food is good, and for the first time I got to experience Delhi winters. We don't have winters in Gujarat, so winters were quite chill. Now we have spring. For the first time, I'm experiencing spring. Flowers are everywhere. So
Yeah.
it's a quite good environment to be
Hmm.
in.
Okay. All right. Look, it's my custom to let the speaker have the final word. I think we are coming to that now. So let's have the
Yes,
final
yes.
word.
Final word, I think I have said, I've already spoken all that I have. I would just say that uh, give your best. Give your best to whatever you are doing. You are doing academics, give your best to that. You are pursuing something else, give your best to that. Whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. uh, the major regrets that you have in life is when you had the opportunity and you didn't give your best to it. You won't regret it if you give your best and then you don't get it. You would be like, I have done whatever I could have done, and it's just, in God's hands.
Okay.
Like after preparing 1 year for IIT, I was very passionate about pursuing my degree from an IIT, my master's in biotechnology degree from an IIT. But I gave my best and it was not in my hands, but because the seats only were very less. So the next best college I was getting was DU. And initially had some time to, it took me some time to accept, but I think now I feel that whatever happens for good only, and I'm in the right place. If I hadn't come to Delhi, maybe I would have not thought about preparing for government exams.
Okay.
So something good always comes out. Just give your best, and the outcome will be always something good only. That is
Or
what I feel.
okay, good. So thank you, Komal. This is a very inspiring and optimistic view of the world that look,
Yes,
work hard and you will get it. Okay. You will
yes,
get it. Just if you don't work hard and don't try to get it, you will regret
yes,
it. Don't
yes,
regret your life. You are building something
yes,
now. So do it. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's end it here. I'll be back with
yes,
another young person or an expert soon. Don't go away. I want to talk to you offline. So
yes,
then,
yes.
bye, everybody.